Welcome to Sin Bin Stream. Tonight in NHL hockey action, we bring you the Montreal Canadiens at the Ottawa Senators. And let's see. Let's check the audio. All right, sounds good there. Let me check on Twitch real quick as well. All right, let's listen in real quick. All right, we're good. Thank you. All right, so let's take a quick look at the standings. I don't think we have the goalies just yet. Oh, I need to make this window bigger too. There we go. Should be okay there. Seriously, they're still got the Zambonis on the ice? I don't know. I wonder if this is going to be like a 6:45 start. Oh, Caulfield was sick. Thanks, Dan C. That's right. I forgot. All right, we will see. I'm wondering if this is what do you think? Is this a 6:45 start or 7:45 Eastern? What is this commercial for? All right. Well, the other game tonight already underway. Capitals Flyers. That game's on TNT, True TV, HBO Max. If you have it, no score, just started. Didn't see really any pregame, so I didn't get a chance to see it, who the goalies might be. All right, one. All right, well, let's take a quick look at the standings. Montreal has 80 points, third in the Atlantic Division. Ottawa has 73. They're 5 points behind the Bruins. Yes, let's stay ahead of the Capitals. If the Blue Jackets or Senators want to squeak by the Bruins, that would be fine too, but otherwise, yeah. Forgot to clean the glasses real quick. All right, hope you guys have had a great Wednesday so far. Hope we have a good game here on Wednesday night. Oops. All right, close enough. Much better. Major, what are they having bad weather? We've had bad weather in this area too. But if we had snow, it'll melt soon. All right. Looks like they're doing the anthems. The pregame is still talking. What? I don't know what that graphic was that they just showed. I wish they would say these games aren't going to start by 10 after or 40 after. If they're going to go later, they... Oh my gosh, we haven't even done the anthems yet. Or the anthem, I should say. Oh, they're honoring Troy Murray. Oh, I didn't realize Troy was on the Ottawa Senators. Just remember him as a Blackhawk announcer, really. I don't remember him. Don't remember him really playing. Like if I'm... When I grew up, I would listen to the Blackhawks on the radio. I never had TV for it. They were cable for the road games and no local TV coverage for the home games. All right. We're getting the French introduction. Or hey, we might have the starting goalies finally. Thank you. All right, it will be Jacob Fowler versus Linus Ullmark. Or is it Linus? Ottawa in black. I think I might need to change the red. Yeah, I'm going to make that white on black. I think it's too hard to read. That should be easier. White on black. Red on white from Montreal. All right, scratches for Montreal. Caulfield again. Dan was right. Caulfield, Jacky, Veleno, and Montebo. Dobish is backing up Fowler tonight. Scratches. Hello, Gracie. Scratches Ottawa. Gilbert. Gilbert, McDermott, Halliday. Oh, and Jake Sanderson. That's a huge loss. Wow. Yeah, I heard he might be out. What's up, Gracie? Oh, shoot, I missed the Jacob Fowler stats. Ullmark is 19, 8, and 7, 2.84 goals against, 884 goals, 884 save percentage, and 1 shutout. All right, should be starting momentarily. All right, Ottawa in black going left to right. Montreal in white going right to left. Up ahead. All right, Ottawa tips it in. Taken into the slot. Now into the near circle. That's Brady Tkachuk. Centers it. Glove save Fowler, and he hangs on. Shot off the stick. And we already got pushing and shoving. Cousins with the Z with the shot. Yeah, it was is that Suzuki going after Grieg? Or is it Greg? We'll say Grieg. Greig. I'll check it out later. Face off. Ottawa keeps it in. Long pass or shot by Pinto. And a scramble in front of the net, a blocked shot, and penalty coming up because Fowler was down on the ice. Let's listen in. It's Cousins heading to the box.
Eagles kind of falling over to the right side after making a real nice right leg save. This is going to be a key to this game that Ottawa gets in the offensive zone and really pressures. And it's a play right there by Tkachuk on Suzuki that allows that puck to get into the front of the net.
Oh, yeah, Cousins bumped into... Cousins interfered with the goalie. He bumped right into Fowler's helmet. So, power play for Montreal. Ottawa. Coach still barking at somebody. I don't know. I'm okay with protecting the goalies. I get that they sometimes flop. I get that sometimes the defenders knock them into the goalie, but you got to clean the crease. You really do. You can't have these goalies going down for getting run over. It's if they're cleaning it up now, I'm all for it before the playoffs. Better late than never. Looked like another trip, but apparently not. Montreal clears it. Maybe Kirby Doc just fell over. I'm sorry, Ottawa cleared it. Hudson picks it up behind the net. And a drop pass for Hudson. Taken over the red line. Pass to the near side for Doc. Puck into the slot towards the net. Shot and a goal by Montreal. 1-0 on the power play. And we still getting the Ottawa coach swearing at the refs, apparently. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'll keep your players out of the crease, and you won't have any problems. I'm rooting for Ottawa when they're not playing the teams I'm rooting for, but this is ridiculous. No defense, just a great pass and hit Slafkovsky for an easy tap-in. Suzuki set it up, and it was Demidov who passed it to Slafkovsky. All right, I'm sick and tired of seeing this coach. This is insane. Slafkovsky's 24th, and it's 1-0 at 18. He still will not shut up. Toss him from the game. I mean, Sportsnet could stop cutting away to him. This is insane. All right, Fowler plays it to the near corner behind the net for Ottawa. And picked up by Bolduc. He sends it around the boards. Kept in, though, by Ottawa. And they send it into the near boards. All right, Montreal taps it in. Doc gets hit in the near corner going for it. Behind the net. Now Doc, it's actually out by the Ottawa. Picked up by Matheson behind his own net. All right, Matheson up the far boards. Taken towards the net. Centering pass. Far circle. Shot. Rebound. And Ottawa trying to dig it out. That was Fogle. That's right, former King. Tipped wide on a shot by Matheson. Taken behind the net. I know it's not Sanderson. Who is that? Must have been Eller. Taken up by Eller now in the near boards. And Fogle behind the net. Tries to get it to the blue line. Towards the near circle and near boards. Far circle, Eller. Ottawa wraparound. Where's the puck? Frozen, apparently. And pushing and shoving. And they cut away from the pushing and shoving. Oh, my gosh. Sportsnet, I thought usually did a little better job than TSN, but not a great start. (3-2) the shots. Excuse me, for Ottawa. Slafkovsky with the power play goal. Newhook against Pinto. Montreal sends it out. And sent up by Ottawa. Far circle. Somebody fell down. Montreal. Let's see. Hudson sends it to Newhook. Newhook in the far circle. Shot. Glove saved by Allmark and hangs on at 16:42. Shots are now 3-3. Score 1-0 Montreal. Let's check in. No score, Capitals and Flyers in Philly. 12:50 in the first remaining. So we take a look at Martin St. Louis, Montreal coach. Face off. That was a winner for Ottawa. They bring it up the near boards. Cousins pass gets away. He was trying to get to Brady Tkachuk. And sent in again by Ottawa. Tkachuk chases into the near corner. Cousins flips it to the blue line, and it's out. Not kept in by Clevin. Long pass ahead. Montreal digs it out of the boards by the box. Sent in, and is that Texier? All right, Texier's back for Montreal. I think he had been out for a little bit. Looks like Ottawa trying to get a line change, and they're waiting in their far circle. Now a pass up ahead. Backhander towards the net. It's wide. Sent into the near corner. Montreal makes a pass. Suzuki to Texier. He dumps it in from the red line. Chased into the near corner, Slafkovsky. Pinto behind his own net. Sends it. Ottawa can't get it out yet. Now they skate it out. Up ahead, that's Amadio. Behind the Montreal net. Suzuki sends it up. Texier takes it in the far boards. To the red line pass. Suzuki there. Far circle. Suzuki shot. Save. Behind the net to Pinto. And Pinto spins and gets it out to neutral ice. And sends it in on net. Steered aside in the near boards. And Dobson has it in the far corner. Sends it up the near boards. Let's see. Now taken by Ottawa. Matt and Paulo. He sends it behind the net. Jensen in the far boards. Up ahead. And turned over by Stutzel. Jensen trying to get it behind the net. Stutzel there. Takes a hit. And let's see. Kirby Doc trying to get the puck out. And let's see. It's passed. Centered. Tipped to the side of the net. I think that was Anderson. Then a frozen puck by Ullmark at 14:07. And so hopefully Caulfield is healthy soon. Montreal going to need him. All right, Ullmark. We got a tight shot of him. Now we got a tight shot of Spence. Far circle face-off. Hudson reverses course up the far boards. Far circle. Blue line and out. And Anderson has to hustle to go back to get the puck for Montreal. Into the far corner. Taken away by Zetterlund. And we get a penalty against, I believe, Hudson at 13:41. And Ottawa will head to the power play after the media timeout. 1-0 Montreal, but Ottawa to the power play after a commercial break. 4-3 the shots, Montreal, 1-0 the score. All right, let's take a... Oh, we need the goal visualizer. Slafkovsky, number 20, in front of the box. Taken in by Suzuki to Doc. Suzuki passes to... Why am I blanking? Demidov, and then an easy tap in. We'll see it again. Suzuki to Doc to Suzuki, over to Demidov, and an easy return pass to Suzuki. Pinto couldn't get there in time. First shot on goal for Montreal, too. Capitals, Ryan Leonard's 13th on the power play gives them a 1-0 lead over the Flyers in Philly. 10:09 to play, first period. In the poll, 13 votes, 62% Montreal, 38% Ottawa. 14 votes, 64% Montreal, 36% Ottawa. So we get some Stützle highlights. Cousins. Oh, yeah, no more Kraken or Predators games. That game was not good. Ottawa power play. At the blue line, down low. Into the near side, far side, circle, just passing high-low. Towards the net, through the crease, off the boards, and down the length of the ice. Shabbat goes back to pick it up for the Senators. Blue Jay, what's up? Carried in, Stützle to the near boards for Cousins. Cousins with the Z. Sent out by Montreal, though. Shabbat picks it up again. Carries the line. Taken away by Montreal and cleared from neutral ice. Ullmark stops it. Stützle picks it up. 1 minute to go on the Ottawa power play. Somehow my clock was a little fast. All right, that is... a shot by Deneau was blocked. That was a good pass from Evans to find Deneau. All right, behind the net, Dobson gets sent down to the ice. Ottawa in the far circle. Cousins is there. Somebody fell down. That was Stützle. Pinto couldn't get it. Evans brings it up. Evans to the near circle. A shot that's blocked by Shabbat. And Ottawa with one more rush with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Don't think they've gotten a shot on goal yet. That one's wide. Sent behind the net. And down the length of the ice. But no icing. Power play over. Ullmark behind the net. And it's picked up on the play by Clevin. Up the far boards, into the far corner. Hudson gets hit. Carrier trying to dig it out for Montreal. Cousins with an S is there. And taken behind the net. Passed up to the near boards. Sent in. Passed to the neutral ice and maybe icing coming up. Clevin on that one, and it is icing on Clevin. At 11:01 to play in the first period. Rajon Rondo. Sorry, I didn't watch the NBA then. I'm guessing like 11. Steve, cheers. Nice. Looks like a Nordiques logo combined with the abs. That's pretty sweet. Blue Jay, man. Yeah, let's go Habs. I agree. Now, I'm not rooting for Ottawa. I'm not rooting against Ottawa. I'll root for Ottawa when they're not playing the Kings, the Sabres, and the Canadiens. I probably would root for them against anybody other than those three teams. At the point, near circle, shot off, maybe hit the side of the net. That shot was by Struble. And on the attack, Montreal again. Slavkovsky's centering pass knocked into the near boards. Ottawa still in their own zone. 10:15 to play. All right. Are we going to get it out, Ottawa? What is going on? That was Zub. Sent it in. Far corner. Dobson, Matheson. Trying to dig it out for Ottawa's Eller. It goes behind the Montreal net. That's taken up by... Why I keep blanking on... Gosh darn it, Newhook. And a shot and a save by Allmark. Sorry, it just bugs me. I cannot remember Newhook's name for whatever reason. It just... Absolute... like my memory bank is wiped. Every time I see 15, I freeze because I can't remember Newhook. Derek, what's up? How you doing? Hello. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. All right, time to check in again on the other game. I don't like having 2 games in a night, and it's happening Friday as well. Still Capitals 1, Flyers 0. Flyers heading to a power play, though. 8:03 to play, first period. Suppose we could check on college basketball, too. No, Hurley got fired from Arizona State. They got embarrassed by Iowa State. Excuse me. Oh yeah, finals for the 2 ranked game teams. Yeah, Louisville won. Oh, we got overtime in the MEAC tournament. Morgan State 62, Delaware State 60, 3:39 in overtime. Of course, the one of the 2 games I did today went overtime. Just always. Oh, Northwestern 53, Indiana 46, 11:31 to go in the second. Go Cats. Northwestern from suburban Evanston. It's right up the lake north of Chicago. All right, looks like we're about back from commercial. Face-off in the near circle in Ottawa's zone. Sent up the near board, skated out. Cousins passes, taken in. Far boards behind the net. Now kept in again. Kachuk centers it. And Montreal takes it to the red line. Dump in by, I think that was Gooley. Sent on net and swept aside to the far corner by Fowler. Gooley behind his own net. And they counted that dump in as a shot for Ottawa. Gooley goes up the middle, pass to the red line, tipped. That is Doc in the far circle. Behind the net, Montreal sends it to, is that Matheson? It's got to be. Doc had it briefly. Evans has it now in the near boards. Taken away. A pass up ahead. Jensen had it briefly. They dumped it in, and Montreal already played it. Bolduc, cross-ice pass to Dobson. Taken away by Shabbat. They get it to Stutzel, pardon me, not Stutzel. And Ottawa skates it in. Into the near boards. That was Fogle. Now a backhander by Zetterlund behind the net. Fogle chases in the far corner. Dobson's there. So's Deneau. Montreal makes a pass and into the near boards. Tipped ahead by Gallagher. It's behind the net. Now up the far boards, pass in the neutral zone, sent around by Ottawa. Far corner, what a hit. Montreal has the puck. Turnover by, I think, Deneau. I don't know who got hit. Ooh, Anderson's not happy with Cousins with an S. He just got away with a slash. Maybe Cousins is the one that did the hit. I don't know who he popped. Oh, he got Carrier, I think. Yeah, Cousins with an S hit, kind of left his feet, and it was in the corner in the boards, and then he gave him another shove afterwards, and that's why Anderson was not happy. 16-4 hits.
They're having pleasantries.
16-4 hits, Ottawa. Anderson still beefing with oh man, or Cousins with an S who made the hit. Oh my gosh, guy. Look at the scoreboard. You're down 1-0. Jeez Louise. Up the near boards, and is this going to be icing? No. Sent behind by Shabbat. And out down the length of the ice. This might be Ottawa icing. Nope. I'm going to stop guessing. I never get it right, it seems like. Under 7 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Montreal. A dump in. Ottawa recovers. Ottawa sends it up. Battling for the puck is Grieg. Into the near corner. Towards the net. And a no, not a freeze of the puck. Sent behind the net to Gooley. Demidov passes. They get it to Newhook in the near boards. Up ahead. And Kapanen got hit. It's in the near corner and out as it's taken out by Batherson. I forgot about Batherson. He's pretty good. In the near corner, Stützle in the near circle. Pass. Back to the blue line. Back to Stützle. And at the point, far circle shot was wide. Kept in at the blue line by Jensen. Or is it Jensen? Batherson sends it to Stützle. Cousins with an S to the blue line. It's tipped. And it's sent in by Montreal. Got at least, it looked like one or two broken sticks, unless it was just two pieces of the same stick behind the net. Ottawa dumps it in around the boards into the far corner. They cannot keep it, though. Sent out by Montreal. Picked up behind their own net by Zub. Up ahead. Pinto. Sent in by Cousins. And Pinto sends it around. Ooh, right through the crease into the far corner. Missed opportunity for Ottawa. Cousins with an S sends it around. Battle for the puck, and let's see. Cousins with an S has the puck. Dumped in and into the near corner. Still 4:45 now to go in the first. Ottawa recovers in their own end. Montreal got a couple changes. Right up the middle. Pinto to the far circle. Nope, make that Shabbat. 72, not 12. Taken behind the net by Eller and swept. Nope, not out. Kept in nicely by Jensen. Jensen whiffs, or who was that? Zetterlund whiffed on the pass. It's behind the Montreal net. Into the near circle. Fogle sends it around. Kept in at the blue by Jensen. Behind the net. And chased down by Fogle. Fogle drops it to the blue line for Eller over to the near side. And Matt and Paulo. That didn't do anything. And we got a whistle at 3:51. What is the call? Anderson is heading to the sin bin.
As Mon Paulo shot.
All right, he did something to Matt and Paolo, but that is the under 6 media timeout. Ottawa back to the power play after the commercial break. Anderson, the guilty party, roughing of Matt and Paolo. Both, let's see. No, they've each had a power play. Montreal's 1 for 1. Ottawa's 0 for 1. Should be a 100 in the watching stats. Oh, that's all right. Go, Habs, go. Yes. I just hope it's not Buffalo, Montreal in the first round. That's going to be impossible. Yep. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't know if it's defense or goaltending. But I don't know. They've got this 3-man rotation at goalie. I mean, outside of this, maybe the save percentage, I don't think their numbers are that bad. But I guess I don't. I'd have to bring up the numbers. But yeah, I don't know. They're a fun team. All I know is they're an exciting team to watch. They're fun. They won me over for sure. I mean, I was cheering for Canada's teams outside of the Kings, and now outside of Buffalo. So where was this penalty? Boy, it wasn't, I guess. Wasn't much. I don't know about roughing, but okay. Just a generic, penalty. Clear down the length of the ice by Montreal. All right, taken up by Shabbat. Far circle shot. Saved by Fowler. He hangs on at 87.6 miles per hour by Tkachuk. 3:33 to go in the first. All right, we got a face-off in the far circle in Montreal's defensive zone. Power play at home, they're 6th, Montreal, 25.7 at home. Pass to the blue line, now to Stützle in the near circle. Down low, Tkachuk centers it in the crease. They waved off the goal. It may have gone over the line, but they had already blown the whistle or waved it off for maybe Batherson, trying to hit it in when it was already covered. Let's listen in.
And he gets position, and I think it's the back leg of Fowler, that left leg that may come around and pull this off the line. They're going to have a look at it to see if it didn't cross the line. But Batherson's reaction, yeah, that's it. That's it to them, yeah.
Oh, I guess we got a goal.
Batherson's reaction wasn't that he had scored,
The overhead view looks like it showed a goal. I didn't see it. I was still watching. The refs are yeah, they already put it up. All right, power play goal. Ottawa tied it up. Yeah, it's already over. Batherson kind of knocked it out with his own stick. That's what happened, but the whole puck had crossed the line. 1-1, home team ties it up. Yeah, the whole puck is long over. They gave it to Batherson, his 24th on the power play. Tkachuk and Stützle. I don't know why. Yeah, we're just behind. I didn't see it live. I didn't see it on the first replay, and then I saw it again. Yeah, not sure why that wasn't called a goal on the ice, too. Batherson is the one who took it out after it was already completely in. He kind of, I think it was just a reaction. He kind of whiffed on it, but he got just enough of it that it crossed the line, and then he took it out. Very odd play. I don't know why this review is taking more than 2 seconds.
Maybe he thought he could score twice. After video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a legal goal.
Oh, they did call it a goal on the ice. Well, NHL.com was slow, and I thought the ref right there waved it off, but yeah. All right, well, whatever. 1-1. We'll get on with it here. Shots are 7-7. Each team has a power play goal. Guy had a Montreal jersey on, and he had a sign that said "Go Sens." I don't understand. All right, taken by Kachuk and Stutzel on the assist. If I didn't announce that. Pass ahead to Pinto on a shot, a glove save by Fowler. He hangs on. 3:03. And more pushing and shoving, apparently. They didn't show any of it, of course. Yeah, Suzuki got knocked down, and the guy that knocked him down tripped over him. I didn't see who that was, though. All right, Suzuki out there, presumably to take the draw. It was 22 that knocked him down. I'll look it up. Sent ahead, Texier pass, Suzuki far circle shot. Must have been high or wide. Oh, it was tipped into the netting above the glass, apparently. 2:52. First period. 1-1, 8-7 shots, Ottawa. Sounds like the fan lost a... Oh, that's a good point. Yes, maybe. It was so bizarre. It didn't occur to me. All right, center face-off. Slavkovsky gets it far pass to I think that was Texier. Blue line behind the net pass now for Suzuki, and Zub got knocked down. Dobson's shot wide, far corner. Texier couldn't get it. It's sent ahead for Ottawa. Far circle, a shot was blocked by Dobson. Pinto digs it out of the far corner, centering. Kachuk got it taken away. Hudson to the red line, a shot on goal. Ullmark sends it behind his own net. As I say, shots should be 9-8 now. 2 minutes remaining, opening period. And Montreal in their own zone. They're finishing up a line change. Gooley has it. He retreats to the side of the net. Now he's in front of the net. Pass in the near boards, sent in by Kapanen. Chased by Newhook. Behind the net. Far corner. Batherson with a hit. Ottawa takes it away. Cousins with the Z. Up to the far circle. Towards the net. Drop pass. And the net is knocked off the pegs or the moorings, whatever it's called. It used to be the moorings. I think it's just the pegs now. 10-8 the shots. And somebody not happy. Who was that? That was Zetterland. Gooley shoved Cousins with a Z. I don't know if that's what they were upset about, but clearly these two teams hate each other. They still haven't put the net on. What the heck is taking so long? Guys, we can't do the face-off until the net is... Okay, there we go. Looks like Stutzel to take the draw. Won by, I think it was Kapanen. No, kept in by Ottawa towards the net. Batherson shot, and he scored. 2-1 Ottawa. Not really Fowler's fault. I mean, Batherson was unscathed right outside the crease. Bad turnover, I think, is what led to it, too. They won the face-off, and Ottawa kept it in the zone, down low. Oh, actually, Batherson didn't score. Batherson's shot was stopped, and Stützle tapped it in. Okay, that's what happened. They had two people right outside the crease. I mean, just horrible defense by Montreal. And it's 2-1 now. Stützle's 31st. I'm sure Batherson. Yep, Batherson and Giroux on the assist. Dobson handles the face-off pass. Dump in by Montreal. On net, Ullmark freezes it at 1:11. Stützle's 31st. Batherson and Giroux. Man. Not much. Montreal's kind of fallen asleep here after the early lead. Far circle face-off. Controlled by Ottawa to the neutral ice. Up ahead. Dobson takes a hit, but he got it to Doc. Doc tries to get it. Evans sent it, and it's sent. Let's see who sent it up, but it's behind the Ottawa net. Evans delivers a little hit. Next hit was kind of missed. It's in the corner behind the net. Picked up in the far corner. Ottawa to the red line, taken away by, I think that's Doc. Doc at the red line, a dump in near boards. I guess it tipped into the netting at 29.3. Yeah, other than that power play goal, not a lot of scoring chances for Montreal. That one was set up nicely, but all right, still waiting. Far circle face-off. Deneau in the face-off. He wins it. Montreal at the point, a shot wide. Hudson picks it up in the near corner. Sent around to the far boards. Deneau gets knocked down. Dug it out in the far corner. Ottawa skates it out. A dump in with 7 seconds into the near corner, behind the net. Sent up the far boards. That'll do it. 2-1 Ottawa after the first period. There we go. Got the timer up. I think we did the Slavkovsky goal, but we'll just do all three. All right. All right, Slavkovsky, he's 20. He's in the near boards. Suzuki carries it over the line. Doc to Suzuki to Demidov. He hits Slavkovsky for an easy tap-in on a one-timer. Great pass by both Suzuki and Demidov. Batherson tied it on the power play. He's in the far circle. Pass to Stützle. Stützle down low for Kachuk towards the net, and yeah, Batherson tapped it in just barely, and then he tapped it right out on accident. Stützle in an even strength goal. Face-off. He's taken the face-off. It was controlled by it was turned over immediately, though, by Montreal. Towards the net, Batherson shot, and then a rebound And that's how Stutzel got the goal. Stutzel from Batherson and Giroux. Just a bad clearing attempt up the near boards by Montreal. Capitals up on the Flyers 1-0. Ryan Leonard's 13th on the power play from Ovechkin and Dubois. All right, tomorrow. Oh, wait, I can fix that now. We know who won that game. Providence beat Butler. So it's Providence St. John's, 11 a.m. in the morning off of Peacock. Don't know if that'll fit. Oh, it does. All right, Providence St. John's Big East tournament. Then tomorrow night's last doubleheader for 3 straight nights. Washington, Buffalo, 6 o'clock. And Colorado, Seattle, 9 o'clock. Friday night, Kings, Islanders. Saturday night, Sharks, Canadiens. Sunday night, Ducks, Canadiens. Those 3 are at 6 Central. Monday night, yeah, not much choices. Kings, Rangers at 6 and Penguins, Avalanche on ESPN 8:45 about puck drop. We'll probably start the live stream at 8:40. All right. So 2 penalties on Montreal, 1 on Ottawa. 11-9 shots Ottawa, 10-10 faceoffs, 1 of 1 power play Montreal, 1 of 2 Ottawa. 22-15 hits Ottawa, 4-4 block shots, 7-3 giveaways Montreal, 3-2 takeaways. Montreal won on November 1st in Montreal, 4-3 in overtime. Ottawa won Game 2 December 2nd in Montreal, 5-2. Montreal won in overtime in Ottawa January 17th. They won 6-5 in overtime. So this is the 4th and final meeting between these two. Yeah, same division, so they hate each other. Let's see. Northwestern 71, Indiana 56. I believe Indiana is one of those bubble teams. This is not looking good. 2:32 to go. Sort of a home game for Northwestern, though. They didn't have to go far from Evanston to downtown Chicago. I don't know how long it takes from Indiana to get to... Whoops. I keep doing that. I meant to page down. No, I did it again. Just going to see what finals. Why can't I use page down? It's not working. Can I hit end? I don't think end works either. There we go. In the MEAC, Delaware State 75, Morgan State 70. That's a quarterfinal. Mountain West first round, Nevada 80, Air Force 45. Oof, what a bad year for Air Force. 3-29, 0-20, Mountain West. McNeese in the Southland, the final. They're going to the NCAA tournament. 76-59 over Stephen F. Austin. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good matchup. I think I did a game for each of those teams this year, too. I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Providence 91, Butler 81. In overtime, UCF beat Cincinnati 66-65, Big 12 second round. Auburn 79, Mississippi State 69, SEC first round. UNLV 73, Wyoming 70, first round, Mountain West. And as heard on Sinbin Stream, Washington 83, USC 79 in overtime, Big Ten tournament, second round. Loyola Chicago won in the first round of the Atlantic 10 or A10 championship, 75-67 over Richmond. Prairie View beat Bethune-Cookman 71-67 in another SWAC quarterfinal. Kentucky 87, LSU 82, SEC first round. ACC second round, NC State 98, Pittsburgh 88. Big Ten second round, as heard on Sinbin Stream, Iowa 75, Maryland 64. St. Bonaventure 99, LaSalle 80 in the A10 first round. Louisville 62, SMU 58, ACC second round. Iowa State, number 7 in the country, 91-42 over Arizona State, Big 12 second round, costing Bobby Hurley his head coaching job with Arizona State. Missouri State 77, Liberty 69. So Uncommon's alma mater with the win and advances to the Conference USA semifinals. They win a quarterfinal round. The rest still not started or just in progress. Yep, looking like Northwestern is going to advance. 73-59 with 52 seconds left. Wow. All right, I'm going to take a break. I will cue up the music. Please, if you haven't already, hit the like button on the live stream if you're enjoying the live stream. Please consider hitting the subscribe. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other potential viewers, which will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you already have a Twitch account, please give me a follow there as well. Send need this win more, Austin says. Yeah. Montreal's fighting for their lives too, though. They're at 80 points, just ahead of the Red Wings and Boston. So, yes, they do, but Montreal's fighting for their playoff lives too. And they have visions on maybe catching and passing Tampa, but they're trying not to be caught by Detroit and Boston. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Well, Ullmark might be the equalizer in net too. I don't know. But thanks, Austin. Appreciate it. Let me, I'm going to cue up some music and take a break. Well, I don't know why that total is always one less. So strange. Can't remember what music I played recently. All right, a little DJ Williams. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks. All right, we are back. Let me... Oh, music's almost over. I'll wait. The heck? It won't let me... There we go. That time. Oh, Flyers tie it up. Konechny's 24th. 1-1. All right, should be just about set for the second period. I don't know what the... I forgot to make sure we were not delayed. I'll check if we're live here. All right, says we are. All right, Montreal in white going left to right. Ottawa in black going right to left. Let's try to stop knocking into the mic stand here. All right, in the near circle in the Ottawa end, after that whistle. And I guess we're going to redo the face-off. I don't understand. Habs are more talented. Players like Demidov and Kapanen are future elite players. Kapanen, yep. Near face-off circle again at 1950. Now we're around the boards again to the far side towards the near corner. Suzuki and Slavkovsky couldn't get it. Zub sends it up for Ottawa. Pinto to the neutral ice, and Suzuki knocks it in. Ottawa sends it to the neutral ice again. And pass to the near boards. Slavkovsky return pass to the far side. Shot and blocked out of the zone and sent in. Dobson picks it up for the Habs behind their own net. Slavkovsky has it. He trips or gets knocked down. Stützle has it down behind the net. Wrap around near and went through the crease, not into the far boards. All right, side of the net, centering pass in the slot. That got blocked. Ottawa keeps it in. They're doing circles around there. Pass and a shot. Knocked out by Montreal. Picked up, taken over the red line, and dumped in again by Ottawa. Dobson couldn't get it. Battle in the corner, Stützle. Stützle and Batherson are there. Stützle behind the net. Stützle to the far corner, battling with Hudson. Stützle fell down. Most of Montreal has been out there a minute, almost two. Towards the net, Demidov shot, saved by Ullmark. Taken up by Grieg. Taken away by Evans. Evans lost the puck. Ottawa picks it up. Ottawa over the red. Grieg. Now Kachuk. And that pass goes through to the far boards. Trying to hit somebody in the slot. That's Gooley over the red into the ozone. Pass missed Bolduc. Sent around by Evans. Bolduc behind the net. Bolduc to the far circle. A shot. And it's out. Down the length of the ice. Stopped by Fowler. Up the near boards, Montreal. Zub is there first. He gets sent into the boards by Bolduc. Pass up the middle for Ottawa. Zetterlund shot. Think that was saved? Doc behind his own net. in the far corner. Dumped in. Zub battling. Knockdown of Suzuki, I think. And Ottawa up ahead. Fogle in the near boards. And sent off the near boards. Ottawa by the boxes, or by the benches, excuse me. Dump in. Fowler plays it behind the net to, that's Matheson. Sent up and out down the length of the ice in the far corner. Taken behind the net by Spence. Now they bring it up the middle. And a dump in. Gloved down, I think, by Hudson. Slavkovsky pass to the far boards. And tipped in by Suzuki. Behind the net. Ooh, what a hit by Texier behind the net. Chased by Cousins with an S. Sent up to Texier. Pass ahead. Hudson loses it. Behind the net. Far circle shot. Saved. Man, Suzuki had a chance. Far circle. Slavkovsky sent it, but it's taken away. Sent up by Ottawa. Towards the near boards. And, not picked up by Montreal. So a delayed penalty coming up on Montreal. They'll get a chance to pull Allmark. I don't know what Montreal was doing. They didn't pick up the puck. So play continues. Far corner, 15 minutes to go. And finally, Montreal touches it at 14:58. Penalty coming up. All right, that wasn't it. Hudson for something. Interference on Amadio, 22. Oh, brother. Yeah, Suzuki should have scored. I don't know what happened. That's interference? Yeah. And Martin Saint Louis said, what the F was that call? I agree. It looked like a nice hit. How was that interference? I don't know where he was in relation to the puck. 1 for 2 on the power play with 2 shots and a goal, obviously, for Ottawa. All right. Still only 5 seconds expired on the penalty so far. Far circle face-off in the Montreal zone. Matherson didn't get it, and it's taken away by Kachuk. I thought he was passing it. Far circle shot wide. Kept in the near boards by Batherson. Now skated by Shabbat. Far circle. Shabbat at the point to the near circle. Shot or pass down low. Back to the point. That's Stutzel. Shot from the far circle was saved off the stick of Brady Kachuk. 87.3 miles per hour. Maybe it was blocked, though. Back to the point. It's Stutzel. Near circle shot. May have hit the side of the net. That was a Batherson shot, and there Montreal clears it, and they're going to try and get some. Looks like they're getting all 4 players changed. Stutzel carries over the red line, right up the middle, and he falls down. Montreal sends it up. I believe it was Gooley, but not out. Far circle. Now it's tipped to neutral ice, and it goes down into the near corner. Ullmark sends it behind the net, picked up by Spence. Carried out, I think, by Pinto to Fogle. Fogle's puck. Oh, that looked like a trip. Nothing called on Ottawa. Montreal And now we do get a call. Okay, I was wondering. That looked like a textbook trip. And I think that is the call. Shots are 14-11, and Pinto is headed to the sin bin. Believe he tripped. Looks like he tripped. Yeah. He tripped Gooley, who ended up tripping Fogle accidentally because he just fell right at Fogle's feet. I mean, that was a pretty easy call. I don't know what Pinto could argue about that. I don't think he liked it, but still. All right. Well, still waiting. We got a little bit of 4-on-4 prior to expected to be a Montreal power play. You never know. Could have another penalty. Eller wins the draw for Ottawa. Sent behind the net by Shabbat and tipped out into the near boards. Okay, was Ottawa offside or Montreal offside? That was such. I don't know what the linesman was signaling, but they're not. Ottawa dumps it in. Fowler plays it, and Matheson will pick it up. 1-for-1 with one shot on the power play for Montreal. Very efficient. Matheson centers it. It's tipped to Slavkovsky in the near boards, and he tips it, or he dumps it out of the zone. Hudson picks it up, takes it behind the Montreal net. 12.5 to go in the second period. Finally, Montreal skates it in. Played to Demidov. Behind the net to Suzuki. Doc. Oh, it just gets away at the blue line, and the race is on. Centering pass in the slot. Shot was sent wide by Ottawa. Montreal caught a break. And, taken away by Suzuki. 2-on-1 the other way. Shot blocked into the far side boards. Whistle at 12:01. What's the call here? 41 seconds to go on the Canadian power play. I think Martin St. Louis wants review. What was the call? All right, what is going on? I guess they had some discussion on whether it was offside or not, and now they're putting time back on. All right, well, just muting in case there's music coming through that I get copyright stricken for. A lot of Montreal fans either made the trip or in the Ottawa area. Oh my gosh, how long is it going to take until we resume? All right, come on. Seriously? Why is this taking so long? All right, did we settle on 12:02 now instead of 12:04? Okay. All that time for 1 second. All right. All right, near side face off just outside the zone. Ottawa won it, and Ullmark cleared it to the neutral ice. Now sent back to Dobson. Touch pass by Kapanen. Dobson drop pass or carried in and cleared down the length of the ice by Ottawa. Time for maybe one more rush here. Picked up by Dobson. Dobson to the far side. Into the far corner. And puck, somebody fell down for Montreal, and it's sent out by Ottawa. That's it for the power play. Out of the net is Fowler. Picked up by Dobson behind his own net. Taken away, Ottawa into the near circle. That's Cousins with a Z. Dobson up the near boards. Evans couldn't get to it. Now Matheson sends it up the far side, not cleared. Ottawa continues shot. Cousins with a Z, a shot, and it's into the far corner. Tkachuk just skating around with the puck. I mean, nothing happening. Shot from the far circle, save. And held on at 10:30 by Fowler. Shots are 11-17 now, or 17-11 Ottawa. Looks like it's finally, I would assume, the under 14 media timeout. Still 2-1 Ottawa, which is where we were after the first period. One penalty each in the second period. Time to check in on Flyers in Philly. They are taking the lead 2-1. Zegras 22nd from Tippett. Flyers up 2-1 with 7:21 to go in the second. Oh, pardon me. Long day. Actually slept well for once, so that's good. What happened here? There we go. All right, both games 2-1 home team tonight. Oh, let's confirm the Northwestern score. Did they not post it, or is it somewhere else? The heck? Xavier 89, Marquette 87. I think that's new. Northwestern 74, Indiana 61. They advance. Indiana may have fallen out of the tournament. Missouri State, 77, Liberty 69. That one we already saw. Most consecutive decisions with a point, Senators history. Andrew Hammond, 15. Linus Ullmark, 12. This year, I missed the other guy. False start on the face-off. We'll redo it. Oh, excuse me. Face-off. Slavkovsky has it. Takes it to the blue line. Cross-ice pass. It's into the far corner, behind the Ottawa net, into the near boards. Slavkovsky, now Suzuki. He gets it to Slavkovsky again. Centering pass at the blue line, Hudson. Far circle, towards the net, Kapanen. Back to Kapanen. Looks like Suzuki to the blue line. Sends it to Slavkovsky. He takes it far corner, far circle. Shot by Gooley was blocked, not kept in. Ottawa has the puck. Cousins with an S. Pass to the near side, tipped away, and sent off the near boards. Up ahead and taken into the near corner. Excuse me. Matt and Paulo sends it, and they get it out to neutral ice. Bolduc tips it in, but it went in either to the crowd or got stuck in the netting above the glass. 9:29. We're halfway through the game. 2-1 Ottawa. 17-11 shots Ottawa. Not a ton of shots on goal if you're Montreal. And, well, I guess, that's the under 10 media timeout. Yep. All right. 2-1 Flyers over the Caps. 4:40 in the second period. Texas having some trouble with Ole Miss, 70-63. First round of the SEC tournament, 1:45 to play. Boston losing to Lehigh. Lehigh up 66-50 on Boston, 228. 66-50 now. 228 in the second. BYU up 66-48 on West Virginia, 53 seconds to go. Tulane 73, Memphis 57, 3:01 to go in the second. Florida State 91, California 79, 40 seconds to go. Odd to see California in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Jeepers. Abilene Christian 17, Tarleton State 11 in the WAC. Wait, the WAC? Yeah, Western Athletic. Okay. First round. Yeah, we'll get to these others later. All right, finally back from commercial break. All right, face off and let's see. Sent behind the Ottawa net. Let's see, that's Gallagher, I think, in the far corner. Looks like 11. Blue line keeper shot in and deflected into the near boards. Saucer pass out to the neutral ice. Taken by Eller, I believe. But Dano gets it. And Eller gets it. I don't know what Montreal was doing. How did they not control that pass? Dano sends it around and finally sent ahead. And Anderson chases, but I guess not icing. Sent out by Stutzel, though. Looked like offside on Ottawa, though, but no call. In the near boards. Still battling for the puck, and it's sent around into the far corner. No shots in 7 minutes and 15 seconds for Montreal, and that's what I figured. Kapanen sends it into the far corner. In the near boards. Into the near corner. And out of the zone, Demidov has to go back to track it down in the near corner. 8 minutes remaining in the second period. And Montreal has it. Carrier to the front of the net. Long pass ahead to Evans. He takes it over the blue line into the far circle. Stops. Blue line keeper. Pass. Tipped wide of the net into the near corner. 7:34 to go. Hudson to the far circle. A shot. Glove save. Allmark holds on. That's probably the first shot on goal as we get pushing and shoving. Bolduc and Kachuk involved. I'm assuming, well, maybe this isn't a shot on goal. Maybe they're going to say this was wide on the glove save for Allmark. Or too high? Oh, I don't know about that. I was watching that. Doc and Zub got into it initially. Then it was Bolduc and Kachuk. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Let's go. Yeah, light night in the National Hockey League tonight. Just 2 games. Same thing on Friday. I can't figure that out. Why there's such a light schedule Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, I thought it was a shot. I don't know why it hasn't been ruled a shot. I don't think it was high. So I guess Montreal's shotless streak continues past 8 minutes. Oh, that one was high, and Ullmark couldn't hang on to it. Kept in at the blue line. No, I agree, Austin. It should have been. I don't know. These official scores are just so odd sometimes. They may review it at the intermission and then add it in. That frequently happens. Whistle at 7:03. Still 2-1 Ottawa, which is where we were after 1 period. Each team with a power play goal. Stützle with an even strength goal. Still 2-1 Flyers over the Caps. 2:23 to play in the second. Far circle face-off in the Montreal zone. Into the near corner. Taken behind the net. That is Matheson. Long pass ahead. Suzuki tipped it. It's taken by Shabbat. He sends it up the far boards. Pass to Dobson for Montreal. A dump in towards the far circle. Kachuk sends it up. Taken over the red line. Cousins with the Z dumps it in. I guess I should just look up their first names instead of saying the spelling of their last name. Taken away by Slevkovsky, and then he coughs it up, and it's sent out. Man, golden opportunity in the slot for Montreal wasted. And a dump in by Ottawa. Near boards sent up by Montreal. Ullmark, after the dump in behind his net. Sent up again, Ottawa. Pinto lost it, and it's sent into the far corner. Suzuki sends it into the near boards. And Carrier sends it. It goes through everybody to the far boards. It looked like he had somebody open in the just outside the crease. Taken away by Cousins with an S, and Pinto tries to dump it to the far corner. Carrier takes it behind his own net for Montreal. Sent up ahead by Struble. Taken away by Fogle, former King, for Ottawa. Deneau, another former King, behind the net. And saucer pass to the neutral ice. Taken by Gallagher into the far circle. Off the near boards. And sent up. Up ahead, Ottawa to the far near circle. Taken away at the red line to the far circle. A shot. Ullmark saves it and then freezes it. No, he didn't. Play continues. Behind the net, Gooley. Wow, shocked that wasn't a freeze. Who's out there? It's got to be Kapanen. Don't think they haven't. Oh, Gooley just grabbing somebody on Ottawa. A little bit surprised that wasn't a penalty. Yeah, they don't have an 81, so it's got to be Kapanen, 91. Kapanen shot blocked, and a secondary shot wide. Newhook can't track it down. It's taken out by Ottawa. Batherson up ahead and taken away. Demidov picks it up for Montreal. Taken away in the slot, a shot, and that was saved. That was off the stick of Spence. Montreal iced it then afterwards at 4:03. Finally, Montreal gets some shots. They finally added them in, I guess. Ottawa had a good opportunity, though, by Stützle, I believe. I thought it was Spence, but it was Stützle. 18, not 10. Spence was out there, but Face off, blue line kept in. That is blocked out and picked up by Ottawa. That would be Clevin. Up the boards, far corner, and whistled for icing. 3:51. Did we have the under 6 timeout? I thought we did. We got some Jackpot City Casino ad, though. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Still 2-1 Ottawa. Yeah, light night for the NHL, but lots of sports. Yeah, that's true. Basketball, gotcha. Not a lot's going on. Not much is going right for Montreal, Dan. Yes, but this is a scoreless second, though. It was 2-1 after one. No goals in the second. One penalty each, I believe, too, in the second. Habs went like more than 8 minutes without a shot on goal. They were stuck on 11 till a couple moments ago, and now they're at 15. 3:11 to go, second period. Carrier takes it in to the far corner. Pass tipped. Suzuki sends it to the far corner. Oh, shot. That must have hit the post. Oh, man. Allmark was beat. And the other way, and a nice save by Fowler. Holy cow. End-to-end action. Both teams waking up a little bit, at least offensively. Texier's shot. Allmark, that was too high, I think. Yeah, let's see. They only added a shot for Ottawa, yeah, because that hit the post for Montreal. And a frozen puck in the crease. No, they've got a goal. They did not blow it dead, and this time it's in. Montreal with the game-tying goal with 2:31 to play in the second. Texier's 8th from Hudson and Evans. There was just a mess in the crease. Come on. They're showing the shot that hit the post. Now they're showing the other way breakaway and a good save, and then the rebound sent wide. Are they going to show the damn goal? It was Matt and Paulo and Texier. He did a wraparound. It may have hit the far post and then come 5-hole through Allmark's legs. Let me see. Or it hit his right knee and crossed the line. At some point, somebody poked it for sure in. It may have been Texier. No, it was already in, I think. And before they could review it, it was stuffed in. Okay, no challenge or anything. Play continues. 2-2. I can't even remember if I rang the horn. Far circle block shot to the slot and into the near corner. Wow. Opportunity there for Ottawa. 2:10 to go in the middle period. The puck is at the side of the net. Allmark freezes it at 2:04. So 2-2. Ooh, Cousins got roughed up on the celebration. Looked like a holding call to me. Yeah, I forgot which one. All right, is this the under 6 media timeout? I don't know why they just went to break. I thought we had it. Whoops. Lakers beat the T-Wolves. UCLA women's basketball top champs again back. Yeah, they played the better game tonight. Yeah, no doubt. Montreal was sleepwalking on offense. Great showing for Clark and her Team USA debut FIBA World Cup qualifier. Oh, 17 points, 12 assists, 4 of 5 from 3 in 20 minutes of gameplay. Ah, okay. Dan, woohoo. Oh, thanks, Bradley. I couldn't remember. Appreciate it. I'm just like in a fog sometimes. I have like a memory of a goldfish? Short-term memory is just go on like that. Thank you. Yeah, I do it for all goals, not just for like the home team or not just for who I'm rooting for, which I know isn't what would happen in real hockey. Okay, we need to check. Flyers take the 2-1 lead into the second intermission. Yeah, Montreal hit the post. We know on the other end they gave up a breakaway. Fowler made the initial save, and then the second shot was sent wide. Matt and Paula was battling with Texier. Texier got the puck, did a quick wraparound. I think it hit Ullmark in the knee and crossed the line under his left pad, and then it was pushed under the pad just for, more. Yeah. Taken. Yeah, no, it's definitely a possibility. I'm getting up there in age. It could be just around the corner. Sent into the far corner and behind the Ottawa net. 1:45 to play. Cousins with the Z trying to get it. I'll try to learn their names so I can just say which one. Taken into the near circle, sent to the far side, and a nice one-timer is stopped, I think, by Fowler. That shot was high from the near circle and sent down the length of the ice for icing on the Canadiens at 119. Two more shots, Montreal. Nice pass to Grieg. Grieg with a great one. And the one-timer, like a glove side shoulder save. I mean, Montreal caught a break, or Fowler, coming up huge there late in the second period. Did we already get a warning to the Evans? All right, face-off won by Ottawa. Blue line shot blocked. In the slot, another shot into the near boards, though. Up, and now Montreal takes it to the far circle. Doc. Sent behind the net, near corner. Cross-ice Bolduc to Suzuki. Shot by Dobson, blocked by Ottawa. They carry it to the neutral ice, chip it to the near corner. Dobson picks it up. Pass by Matheson, up the near boards. Cross-ice pass. Taken to the far circle. And behind the net. Under 30 seconds to go, second period. Into the far boards. And up ahead to Stutzel. Stutzel. Taken away by Montreal and dumped in. And this is going to be another icing with 12.4 seconds. And again, 2-1. Hey, Dr. Delay. Hello to you. Hello to Dr. Delay viewers. Thank you. Hope your basketball game went well. Face off. Taken. Blue line keeper. Where did the puck go? Deflected into the netting above the glass. Camera really did not know where it is. 7.2 seconds to go in the second period. Yeah, somebody tipped it in the slot. What's up, Chris? How's it going? Thank you, Dr. Delay. Thanks for your support of my channel. All right, dump in, but that's going to do it. 1 second. That's the end of the period. All right. 2-2 after 2. It was 2-1 Ottawa after 1. We head to the second period intermission. All square. Thank you, Orville Orton. Oh, it was bad. Oh, it wasn't close. Oh, yeah, I did. I think I did see that. That stinks. At least you didn't get usurped by pirated streams, though. On what was it? CBS Sports. Which one did you do again? Trying to find it. I remember you saying, and I already forgot. Oh, Boston Lehigh. Lehigh's 74, Boston U 60. Patriot League Championship, so Lehigh wins the tournament. Well, that's good. Hey, CBK, how's it going? Chris, yeah, CBK. Ottawa dominates, and yet it's tied. Habs are likely going to have all the momentum. Yep. Still a long way to go, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, thank you all. Yeah, hey CBK. Seen you a lot in Dr. Delay's chat. Okay, in this game it's we got to do the other game, Flyers 2, Caps 1. They're at the second intermission. TNT, True TV, HBO Max. If you have it, if it looks like it's on Monument in the Caps area too. Not sure if Flyers has local. We owe you Texier's goal, though. We never did look at that. In the Texier's 85. He's in the near side. He'll battle right here, and then he'll do a wraparound. It hit the right knee of oh my gosh. My brain. Allmark. It hit the right knee of Allmark and then crossed the line in front of his, or underneath his pad on the left side. And then somebody tapped it in for short measure, or just to make sure. But I think they had already ruled it a goal. Because Texier is the one that got the goal. His 8th from Hudson and Evans. Each team a power play goal. Oh, Habs. The Habs are Montreal. That's their nickname. See, they have a C. This is hard to do. A C for Canadians, and then there's this H for habitants, or habitants in French. Les habitants. So I call them Habs for short. So yes, that's the Canadians. Sorry, Jean Leray. Yeah, Montreal Canadiens are the Habs. Les habitants. That's why they have that H in their logo. So I just say Habs for short sometimes instead of Canadians. Yeah. Well, it's safe here too. Yeah, sorry about that. I wish I had seen it the first time. Sorry I didn't explain that if I said it, but that's what Habs is. Forgot to do. Thanks, Orville. I appreciate it. Texier reminds me of Paul Byron. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I haven't been following. I just got back into hockey last year. Yeah, sorry I didn't explain that. No, I don't. I have hats for. I probably got about 20 hats, maybe more, depending on if you counted like Hartford for Carolina or Quebec for Colorado. But this is I've always loved the Montreal. I almost said Habs. Montreal Canadiens home the red jersey, and I finally found a hoodie version, so I had to get it. No, I have some jerseys. I have a lot of hoodies. But I have more hats than I have of anything else. Byron was a Hab about 5 years ago. Small player, but sneaky. Yeah, I weren't watching much. Like I said, I got back into hockey last year, but I do remember following the playoffs like 2 years ago. Because I do remember trying to follow. I probably watched more. I think I watched some of the finals 2 years ago. Last year, I think they were all on cable. And so this year, yeah, I'll have to. I already have ESPN Unlimited. I'll have to get HBO Max to have just for the playoffs, though. I'm not going to do it for the regular season. Yeah, Blues have had a rough year. The Blackhawks were free over the air last year. They were having a carriage. They start NBC Sports Chicago ceased operations. They start so the Bulls, the Blackhawks, and the White Sox all have been the same regional sports network for quite some time. As long as I can remember. And, the Cubs have always been their separate thing. So they created one for over the air, Chicago Sports Network. They had but they didn't have an agreement in place with Comcast Xfinity. So it took them a year, but they got an agreement like June 4th or June, and they immediately pulled the plug on the over-the-air signal as part of the agreement, at least in the Chicago market. So I wasn't about to pay $19.99 a year. $19.99 a month just to watch the Blackhawk games, or $29.99 for Hawks, Bulls, and Sox. So I'm just watching hockey, went back to rooting for the Kings like I did like in 2014 when I used to have the center ice package back when that was a thing because I was scoring hockey games for one of my old jobs. Oh, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. I know it's in the minority. I know it's not as popular, but I've really gotten back into it. I really enjoy it. Appreciate it. Oh, they added a shot for Montreal. 21-18 Ottawa. 2-2 the score, but 21-18 shots on goal Ottawa. 2016. Well, now they changed it. 2017 face-offs, Montreal. I'm sorry, 2017 Ottawa, my bad. 1 of 2 power play, Montreal. 1 of 3, Ottawa. 6-4 penalty minutes, Montreal. 27-26 Ottawa hits. 16-7 blocked shots, Montreal. 24-7 giveaways, Montreal. Woof. 5-4 takeaways, Ottawa. Montreal leads the season series 2-1. This is the 4th and final meeting between the two teams. All right. Flyers Caps just about set to resume. I like the speed of the game. I just thought it was an underserved market too. Look, not that long ago, I was only watching the Packers. Like, I wasn't even that big of an NFL fan anymore. This year, I don't know, I watched the first, 8 or 9 weeks, and then I felt like the matchups kind of went into the tank, and outside of the Packers, I just didn't care. So, I don't know. I liked the game. I enjoyed watching the Blackhawks. It was nice to be able to follow them because Blackhawks, when I grew up, road games were on cable and they didn't have TV for the home. You had to listen to the radio or buy a ticket if you were in the Chicago area, or if you knew of a bar that had the road feed pirated, you could do that. So I don't know. I just was done with the WNBA playoffs. Figured, let's give hockey a shot. Need something to cover. I did try to do NBA, and I don't know. I just don't enjoy modern NBA. I got to get the plug for my tablet. Come on, I can't type. All right. Well, as you guys already know, if you're with Dr. Delay, Providence St. John's tomorrow. I know he's doing it too. Then I'm taking a little bit of a break from college basketball. We'll just have a light schedule of NHL, Friday, Saturday, Sunday solo games. Don't normally do anything other than maybe Saturday solo 6. I spent some time with my 2 sons, and we'll be back to normal on Monday night with a doubleheader. I got to know if Dr. Delay's doing the Penguins, though, Monday. It's an ESPN game. There's really the schedule's a little weird Monday. That ESPN game's the only way to do a doubleheader. I don't think there's a game later than that. Usually I try to do 6 and 9 o'clock doubleheaders, but we'll try to squeeze that in 6:05, 6 and 8:45. I didn't like the early ESPN game. All right. Feel free to like and subscribe. If you haven't already done so, doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers who could be becoming potential subscribers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. And if you do have a Twitch account, we do co-stream to the Twitch account, Sinbin Stream on Twitch. I am not running a separate feed just to show the video there. But it is faster. It's like maybe a 4-second delay, and as of now, no commercials. Yeah, I've tried. I tried in the playoffs. I tried again in the early season. I couldn't do it. I didn't enjoy it. A bit more when I see some of the players' stick skills during the Olympics. There are a few similarities between hockey and soccer. Yeah, the score, it's a little higher in hockey, but yeah. Soccer, football, tennis, and badminton. Yeah, there you go. Badminton's fun to play. Tennis, too. I used to watch some tennis. I used to watch pretty much anything, if I'm honest, other than, I don't know, I've never really been into soccer. The only time I watched it was when my youngest son was playing soccer. He's still playing soccer, but we would watch English Premier League games. But I don't know, he doesn't like to watch it anymore, so I haven't watched the Premier League in a couple of years now, probably. Or more than a year. I know I missed the complete last season and so far this year, I think. All right, still Flyers 2, Capitals 1, 17:08 in the first. We'll check the so my sports, I would say, I mean, I'm a diehard Packer fan, number one. Hockey, it's more, I just like watching good games. I've got a handful of teams that I'm rooting for. I don't root against the Blackhawks, but it's not like I hardly see them. The only games I get are, well, now if they're on ESPN, if they're on Hulu, because there's no blackout of the Hulu games on the package, and that's it. So that's, that's not even 10 games, I think. Because I did they were on opening day, and then I got an ESPN, or I got a Hulu game when I realized those weren't blacked out, and I don't know. They've been brutal, though, for 3 years running, but yeah, I'm a Kings fan, and they're probably not going to make the playoffs. I mean, it's a long shot. And then I'm a Buffalo fan, then Montreal, and I'm rooting for the Canada teams. All right, any interesting games going on right now? Doesn't look like it. So at any rate, Packers, hockey, and then WNBA, I think are my favorites. College basketball is all right. I'm getting into it, but the women's game goes quicker though. There aren't as many breaks, and there's one less break, and they're not as long. All right, thumbs up, Chris. Go Packers. Yep. Highly respect Packers, their culture. Yeah, it's very similarly run organization to the Steelers. There's many comparisons between the two. All right, in the Big Ten tournament, Minnesota 23, Rutgers 21, 4:55 to go in the first. Big East, DePaul, Chicago team, 17, Georgetown 9. Yeah, DePaul used to play in Rosemont, Illinois, where the Chicago Wolves play, but they finally got like a downtown arena, I mean, some years ago. I think that's where the Chicago Sky played too. Any other major conferences? I don't mind the little ones, but yeah, I think we're at the end of break here. Oh, yeah. Let's get out of the game and back in, though. Oh, great. Now they just took me out. I'll have to go find NHL real quick. There we go. All right, hopefully no delay, and we'll get back underway here momentarily. All right, what's going on? Are we that far behind? Yeah, jeepers. Just underway. Ottawa in black going left to right. Montreal in white right to left. Montreal could not get it out. It's sent in again by Ottawa. Picked up by Dobson. Passed to the near side. Sent up the near boards and into the far corner. Behind the Ottawa net into the near corner. Trying to dig it out. Suzuki, Matheson right up the middle. That shot was either blocked or saved into the near boards. Don't see a shot. Must have been, although now we got 19. Maybe it was. All right, we got a whistle at 19:18. Puck may have gone into the netting above the glass. So one shot. Matheson, 24 minutes, 43 seconds of ice time per game. I think I've missed his ranking in the league, though. Face off. Newhook lost it. Ottawa has it. They send it up the far boards. Stutzel gets it taken away by Demidov, but, kept in. Kapanen, far circle shot. That was wide. Fell down when he made the shot. Sent to the red line, up ahead. Chased by Batherson behind the net. Hudson sends it up for Montreal. A dump in from the blue line behind the net. Fowler tried to play it to the far boards. It's centered. Shot was wide. That was off the stick of Spence. And believe it went into the Montreal bench at 18:39. Maryland alumni remember the days when the women's basketball team won titles in 2000s, 2010s. Yeah. I know. I would like to. The problem with women's is like UConn is blowing everybody out. And I would like to cover the women's tournament, but I'm worried about pirated streams because it's on ESPN, I think, for the most part. All right, Ottawa, check that. Montreal got it to neutral ice. Bolduc makes a pass for Montreal. And did they get whistled offside? What's this call?
It's a decision that the Canadiens organization made.
Organization.
Let's go add a few players.
I don't know what that call was. I'd have to open the play-by-play to check, I guess. Depends on where the face-off is. All right, face-off in front of the Ottawa bench, just outside their own defensive zone. A dump in by Montreal. Centering pass in the far circle, taken away by Ottawa. Up the far boards. Chased by Giroux. Taken away. Oh, that pass gets away. Giroux still has it. Sent to the neutral ice by Montreal, but Jensen picks it up. But yeah, that's going to be icing at 18 minutes. Don't think Dobson liked the call or something. I don't know. All right, 2-2. We have 18 minutes. We played 2 minutes of the third. We have 18 minutes to play. All right, far circle faceoff in the Montreal zone after the icing. Picked up after the faceoff win. Sent off the glass. Nearly went out, which would have been a penalty. And sent up by Ottawa from their own zone. Shot was wide of the net. That was off the stick of Eller. Montreal in the neutral ice. Up ahead. Ooh, hit behind the net. In the far corner, 17.5 to play in the third. Spence behind the net, picked up there by Clevin. Clevin sends it up to the neutral ice. Puck gets away. Montreal takes it. Oh, and that was Anderson who shattered his stick trying to dump it in. Picked up by Ottawa. They skated over the red into the O-zone. Towards the net. And taken behind the net by Suzuki. All right, long pass. It's behind the net. Allmark plays it. It's in the near circle. Skated up by Ottawa to the red line. That's Shabbat in the near corner. Still with the puck. Blue line pass. Shot by Zub. It goes into the far corner. Texier sends it out. And this might be icing again, though. No, they waved it off. I thought it was icing. They were about to play it like icing. Shabbat with it. Pass to Cousins with the Z. I forgot to look up his first name. That would be easier. Red line dump in. Behind the net, Matheson taken away by Cousins with a Z. Kachuk, nope, into the near corner. Spence couldn't get it. Montreal has it. Cross-ice pass off the far boards. Dobson sends it up. It's tipped into the Ottawa bench at 15:55. NBA wants Bird and Jordan, yeah. They traded with the Niners? For a third-round pick. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see. Ooh, we got some broken glass. This is going to be a delay here. This is going to take some time. Yep, broken glass repair. Rink repair. What happened here? It tipped. Well, we're replaying goals. It's going to be a little bit while they replace this glass. Yeah, thanks, CBK. Oh, geez. I had a Blackhawks game get 8 views last year. It was against Utah, too. I just, so they had to do a commercial break, even though we weren't due yet. I wonder if they'll skip the under 14, but boy, I would have been until the WNBA. Actually, I shouldn't say. Once I started doing baseball for the White Sox, I think I was getting a few more views. I had a few games here and there. I think the Canadiens were fighting to get in the playoffs, and they played the Hawks, and that game was like my highest view total for a long time. And until I was doing the WNBA, I was at like 91 subs mid-May, late May. And I was just going to do Chicago Sky games and whatever was on, CBS or ABC. And the views were good. And I just was like, oh, the WNBA package is $35 a year. Sign me up. So the WNBA got me like 600 subs while during, regular season and playoffs. And then, I don't know, gradually pick things up, a little bit of football, a little bit of basketball, but hockey. And just certain teams have done better than others, like Montreal and Washington used to do really well, but I think people don't like me complaining how much I hate Tom Wilson and Washington, but this might take a little bit to replace the glass. Yeah, it was brutal. I wasn't very good either, and I had like no graphics. I didn't know what I was doing with OBS. I was just literally putting text in the corner. I didn't even start, it took me a little bit to figure out how to show the NHL page. But yeah, the Olympics helped quite a bit last month. And college basketball is just so hit or miss. That's the one thing that, like, even the game I did off of Peacock, there wasn't a legal stream. Yeah, that's the problem. There's certain teams. I think the glass repair is done. I think we'll be good. Boston, Detroit Rangers. There must be a lot of people covering them because those are very tough. And somebody's covering this game tonight too, so I might be having competition. But yeah, you're right. There are, Boston, Detroit, and the Rangers are ones that usually I'm just like, why do I even bother? The views are so bad. I should be looking up how many have competitions. Now they got to fix the ice where they had the ladder. So this might be a little bit. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Still am, to be honest. Yeah, plethora is a good word. So is penultimate. I try to use penultimate any chance I get. Well, when it is penultimate. All right, I think we're finally ready to return after the broken glass was replaced. Face off outside the Ottawa bench in their own zone. Spence sends it off the boards. It's sent right back in, though, by Montreal. Up ahead into the far corner. Behind the net, Hudson, the puck is pinned against the glass. In the Olympics, they might have blown it dead, but not in the NHL. Tkachuk centers it. That shot is blocked into the far corner. Demidov for Montreal gets it to Hudson. He skates it out to the red line. Pass to the near boards. Newhook in the near corner. And Demidov with the puck takes it behind the net. Pass deflected. Demidov loses it in the far corner. Newhook tries to dig it out. He cannot. Ottawa clears it to the neutral ice. It's picked up. Oh, wait, we got a whistle. 15:01. Wait, what's the call? Oh, we got a penalty. Oh, no, it's 2 each. Demidov and Batherson getting set off. Oh, yeah, Demidov got a high stick as payback, so that's why it's not a Habs power play, because Demidov with a high stick. All right, so Batherson and Demidov in the box, and we'll have 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. As we get a look at the Martin St. Louis, the Canadiens coach. And we get a false start on the faceoff. I love when that happens. Suzuki wins the draw for Montreal. Hudson in his own zone. Hudson a drop pass. Dobson a drop pass. Picked up. Suzuki up the middle. Gets it to Slafkovsky. Back to the blue line, Hudson. Hudson to the near circle. Pass to the far circle is taken away by Zub. He sends it behind the net. Shabbat. Shabbat pass to the red line. Taken up by Zub, I think. Zub into the near circle. No, that is Pinto, 12, not 2. Now it's shot. I think that was Shabbat. And Tkachuk was out there too, but Hudson going the other way for Montreal. Pass to the far side. Up the middle, Slafkovsky shot. Hudson blocked. That one sent wide. Shots. Well, I forgot to. Ottawa got a couple shots here. Stutzel for Ottawa. Pass to the near boards. Drop back. Carried the red. Pass to, my gosh, my brain. Who is that? All right, we're getting line changes. 35 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Cousins with the Z dumps it in. Chased into the near circle. Side of the net taken away. Nice play by Montreal. Sent up. Cousins gets blasted by Hudson at the blue line. And taken by Stutzel. Long pass ahead. Shabbat getting roughed up. Danault passes to the far circle. Hudson behind his own net. 5 seconds in the 4-on-4. Pass to, that looks like Danault, who takes it back into his own zone. Demidov out of the box. Both players heading for a line change. Hudson shot. Kick save by Ullmark. Into the far corner. May have been wide of the net, though. Takeaway at the neutral ice. At the red line. Passed by Danault and picked up and sent up the near boards by Jensen. Pinto into the near corner. Having trouble digging it out. Cousins with an S is there. Still digging it out. Shot by Fogle. Kick save Fowler into the far boards. They still have not added a shot. All right, that one counted according to NHL.com. 24-19. Jensen in the near circle for Ottawa. A drop pass. And sent to the near boards and a dump in. Behind the net. And sent out. Picked up by, my gosh, who was that? Oh, Spence. A dump in by Ottawa. sent up the near boards. A saucer pass to the neutral ice. Let me know if I need to define saucer pass for you. Sent ahead by... they were trying to get it up the far boards. It's taken away by Montreal and sent into the far corner. Now behind the net, new hook to the blue line for Montreal. Demidov behind the Ottawa net. Spence stands him up, and the puck is sent to the blue line. Kept in. Then Newhook mishit. I don't think that was a pass. I think it was just a bad shot into the far corner. All right, under 11 minutes to go in the third. Still 2-2. Pass to the neutral ice. Taken away. Montreal into the near boards. Bolduc pass to the Evans. Evans sends it around, but Ottawa takes it away. Red line. Cousins with an S. And into the near boards. Up ahead. Bolduc trying to get to it. Cannot. Behind the net. Up the far boards. Hudson keeps it in at the blue line for Montreal. Sent around. And let's see. Dumped in again. Evans centers it. Doc whiffed. And Ottawa has it again. Bolduc steals it at the red line. Montreal. Far circle. Evans. To Bolduc in the corner. Matheson at the blue line. Skates to the far board. Centered it. Evans. Matheson towards the net. Stick handle shot. Saved by Allmark and eventually frozen. What a play by Matheson. And now we've got pushing and shoving. Giroux, 28, with Bolduc, 76 at the 9:46 mark. Yeah, I think I'm assuming they're going to skip the under 14 timeout. I'm assuming this is the under 10 since they had that long delay for the glass replacement. $24-20 on the shots. We'll see if... I don't think any penalties are going to be called. Genuinely shocked at the fact that there's no Penguins guy. I feel bad about hockey. It's just not a priority. Yeah, I'm trying to think how Penguins games do. I don't know why. I don't know. I definitely had teams I kind of just shied away from. Like, I don't know. But it's funny you mentioned Boston because I noticed the same thing, that the views just weren't there. But didn't even occur to me to really check out the competition. But yeah. I would say, I know Tree's a big hockey fan, if you know who you Tree or Urinating Tree is. But yeah, he doesn't do live play-by-play unless it's in the playoffs. I think they did the Four Nations, like the final or whatever. I remember listening to that last year. But yeah, I don't know. Like, again, Boston, New York, and Detroit especially. It's rough. Usually a Canadian game will do well, and then there's just teams that there's like zero interest. Like, my gosh, Seattle, Nashville, that game did terrible. And by terrible, I mean like 300, which usually I'm at least 400, but yeah. Yeah, I know. I need to do more of that, I guess. But some of it is just the schedule. I like to try to maximize and do a 6 and a 9 o'clock. All right, back underway. And Montreal back in their own zone with the puck. Sent ahead. Ottawa dumps it in. Matheson picks it up, and I guess that's icing on Ottawa. It would have been nice if they didn't take the scorebook down. Looks like 9:24 to go. Usually NHL.com's fine. Yeah, hey, Dan knows, yeah. Yeah, I would. I don't know. Yeah, he loves hockey and he does the trade deadline show every year too, which I tuned in this year again. All right. Dump in by Gallagher. I haven't seen Gallagher out there much tonight for Montreal, if I'm honest. Sent up and out by Ottawa, though. Montreal up the near boards. It's outside the blue line. It's Danault and Zub. Now Ottawa controls it. Sent ahead. Fogel's shot is blocked into the netting at 8:50. Yes, I think I know who that is. Yes, the Leafs. Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. Leafs games are tough too. I think you're right. I think certain times are hard. Like 6 o'clock Saturday night. No matter who I do, it sometimes isn't good. But sometimes that's the only time I want to do a game. Yeah, no, I hear you. Other than the Steeler games, I mean, he still does the Steeler games. Sent around behind the net. That would be Kachuk in the far corner for Ottawa, being harassed by Carrier. Towards the net, in the slot, a backhander blocked by Matheson and sent to the neutral ice. Slavkovsky has it for Montreal. Under 8.5 to go in the third. Sent ahead. Played behind the net by Allmark. Stutzel sends it out for Ottawa. Pass off the near boards. Shot by Batherson. Saved by Fowler. Rebound taken to the neutral ice. Suzuki a pass to the far side. And I think it was sent by Texier. Who got it away? Let's see. Hudson towards the slot. Oh, come on. Hudson just got tackled. No call. Stutzel the other way, battling with, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name. It's behind the net into the near board. Slavkovsky has it. I couldn't think of Gooley on the spot. Jeez Louise. Speaking of which, Gooley has the puck at the side of the net. Great, we got a zoomed in shot of Hudson on the bench. Meanwhile, the puck goes down the length of the ice. Big rebound and a goal. Great coverage, SN. Good God. Montreal takes the 3-2 lead. Oh my gosh, the coverage has been terrible in general today. I mean, I had Peacock miss the first almost 5.5 minutes of a basketball game because I don't know what was wrong. Technical difficulties, I assume. Yeah, that was a quick puck movement by Montreal. We missed most of it because we saw Hudson's face zoomed in on the bench. A shot from the far circle, big rebound given up by Allmark, and it was tapped in by Demidov. His 14th from Newhook and Gooley. Yeah, Gooley had the puck. We zoomed in on Hudson's face. Next thing I know, we've got a rebound and a shot. We just missed the face-off, too. My God, it is not hard to make sure the camera that is on while the puck is in play, the clock is ticking. I don't understand. It's like a simple concept. All right, TV coverage rant over. Far boards passed in. This might be icing on Montreal. It is. At 6:53. Daniel Jones got a 2-year, $88 million contract from Indianapolis. Rhino will be happy. Wait, which live stream? Oh. Oh, yeah, it's right. Rhino's a Colts fan. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand a live cutaway to Hudson's face. It's usually not that bad, but I mean, God, and the puck got moved so quick by the Canadiens. I don't understand cutting away to a player on the bench while the puck is in play. I mean, for some reason my clock didn't stop. There we go. All right, near circle face-off, Montreal zone. Kept in by Spence for Ottawa. Far side shot was wide into the near boards. Spence to the far circle, a shot, and again wide. Looks like it got tipped into the netting above the glass at 6:30. They just added a shot for Ottawa. Ooh, nice. That was actually a save by Fowler, and then it got into the netting. So was that another shot, or they only counted that one? I guess they only counted that one. Face off far circle. Suzuki ends up with the puck. He saucers it, and Texier dumps it in from the blue line. Behind the net, Spence, and he takes it to the near circle. Drop pass. Picked up by Cousins with the Z. Up ahead. Saucered out again by Montreal. Picked up by Jensen behind the net. 6 minutes remaining. Ottawa passed to the near board. Skated up ahead by Matt and Paulo. Puck is at the blue line. Oh, I guess it was knocked down with a high stick, or do we have a penalty? I think they're saying it was knocked down with a high stick. I don't think there's a penalty. All right, that'll be the under 6 media timeout. I'm assuming we did the under 10 and now the under 6. I'm assuming the 14 got replaced by that broken glass was, still over 14. All right, we owe you the Demidov. 14th of the year, new hook on the shot and the rebound deposited by Demidov in the back of the net. Gooley with the this is what happened. All right, we'll start it over though. Gooley gets the puck to the side of the net. Immediately they cut to a zoomed in shot of Hudson on the bench. And next thing I know, the puck is in the O zone. So a pass to Demidov. Demidov makes a pass. Newhook gets the shot. Ullmark gives up the rebound. Nobody prevented Demidov from skating right down the middle and getting to the rebound. And that's why it's 3-2 Montreal. Looks like Pinto lost him and Zub didn't get there in time. But yeah, right after I said, oh, Gooley's got the puck, they cut to Hudson's face on the bench. Made no sense. I know. Editing is what's preventing me from doing long form videos as well, other than video game play. I don't know. It's terrible. It's a cutaway, but I don't understand cutaways on live action. I don't get it. It happened. Peacock is bad about it too with basketball. I don't know how many times we saw Bobby Hurley or his son, and I'd see the clock ticking, and it's like, what are we doing? All right, back from commercial break. Face off outside the zone of Montreal on the far side in front of their bench, and it's dumped into the near corner. Gooley sends it up. Kept in by Ottawa. Ooh, behind the net. Looked like an elbow thrown. Carrier got knocked down. No call. Behind the net, Ottawa trying to do a wraparound. They get into the slot. A shot. Where's the puck? Not frozen. It's still in play and sent out. Oh, Montreal dodged one there. Fowler couldn't freeze it. It looked like he was interfered by his own teammate, and he couldn't freeze the puck. Dumped in behind the net. Fowler tried to play it to the near corner. It's sent around. Dobson plays it out of the far corner. Up ahead, Gallagher's shot saved into the near corner. Deneau behind the net. It's sent around by Anderson. Blue line shot. Ullmark didn't even see it and then just casually swept it aside with the stick. Gallagher dumps it in from the red. And Allmark, well, no, it's taken by the defense behind the net. Sent to the neutral ice. Pinto skates it in. Pinto in the near corner. Pinto sends it around. Behind the net. To the far circle. Blue line keeper. Pinto's shot, or I'm sorry, Zub's shot. That was saved. Skated out by Suzuki for Montreal. He missed Slavkovsky with a pass. Shabbat picks it up for Ottawa. Wait a minute. That was called icing? I thought that pass happened after the red line. All right, well. Guess not. 4:07 to play in the third. Okay, well, for like ESPN Plus, when it's colleges, yes, I agree. But hockey and, I don't understand. And Peacock, far circle shot, saved by Fowler, rebound into the far corner now. Behind the net, battle for the puck. Kept in at the blue line for Ottawa, near boards, long shot. Spence shot is blocked and sent out by Montreal. Races on. Texier can't get there, though, as Shabbat takes it into the far corner. Ottawa with the puck. Stützle flying up the ice to the far circle. Stützle towards the side of the net. May have been a save. Dobson's, or it may have been off target. Sent out by Montreal to the neutral ice. Gotta wonder how soon they'll pull Ullmark. And sent around by... Nope. The camera thought it was sent around, but Matheson had it the whole time. Pass up the far boards and a dump in. Ullmark behind the net. Under 3 to go. Into the near corner. Behind the net for Montreal. Sent to the neutral ice. Pass ahead for Ottawa. Into the near circle and just hit out of the air like it was a baseball. And sent another dump in for Ottawa. Sent around far corners. Kapanen can't get it out. Nice play by Pinto, but then Montreal knocked it out. Ahead from Spence. Shot from the near circle. Blocked. Saucer pass out of the zone and picked up. Saucer pass just means it's in the air. There's a technique where it rolls off the stick to get that spin. And it's like a, quote, flying saucer. Oh, they did pull Ullmark. Slavkovsky to the far circle. Did not score. Must have been blocked into the near boards. And now Ottawa has it behind their own net. Pass to the far boards. Shots are now 29-23. All right, Dobson gets it off a rebound, sends it up. It was tipped by, I think, Ottawa. Jensen gets to it first. Battling, though, and now picked up. Ottawa to the neutral zone. Pass to the left wing. Stützle sends it around. 1:22 to play. Blue line keeper for Jensen. Near circle shot. Saved by Fowler. Rebound. And Cousins with the Z couldn't get a stick on it towards the net. Jensen keeps it in. Far side. That looks like Pinto. Back to the blue line. A blast. Maybe it's Shabbat. Another shot from the near side. Another save for Fowler. Into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Cousins with the Z there. So is number 3. I just blanked on his name. Jensen. Far circle for Shabbat to Stützle. Kept in. 40 seconds to go. Shot in the slot. The net nearly got... I think it is loose. It just didn't come off the pegs yet. Looks crooked a little bit. All right. Shabbat to the far circle. Under 30 to go. Near circle. Shabbat. Pass. Shot towards the net. Big rebound. Sent to the net. And Anderson just cleared it to neutralize. It's taken by Ottawa at the red. Under 15 seconds. They really don't have time to change. Pass dumped into the far corner. 7 seconds towards the net. Into the slot. Stützle shot. Blocked. Tipped off the side of the net. 1 second remaining. Or did we get a whistle? No. Game over. 3-2 Montreal. Wow. What a finish there. Ottawa threw everything but the kitchen sink at the net and just could not get that puck in the net past Fowler. What a game. And Fowler picks up a huge win for Montreal. It's going to hinder Ottawa's chances at getting a wild card, but holy cow, what a finish. Shots were 34-23, and they had a bunch of good scoring opportunities. Fowler standing on his head. Keep the puck out of the net. Yeah, he had some great ones there. A nice kick save. They had some nice rebound opportunities, and Montreal got to the rebounds, though, prevented them from getting sent in. Yeah, and then they sent one off the side of the net that was huge. Why is my scoring software disconnected? Come on, my internet's fine. It's got to be an issue with the site. All right, there we go. Whew. Need a drink of water. All right, so on 48 votes, 69% were correct. Montreal would prevail. They win the season series 3-1. I think we got you. Yeah, we got you the Demidov goal. Let's check in. Flyers beat the Caps 4-1. That's huge. We'll take a look at the standings in a minute. Like and subscribe, please, before you head on out. Follow on Twitch as well, if you could do me that favor. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Just putting the final in Twitch as well. All right, let's take down the empty net. I'll catch up on the chat. Wait, did I put the final in? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I'm way behind on the chat. Yeah. Yeah. That stinks. Missing plays, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, Mac action. Well, he kept it out of the net. That's the important thing. Holy cow, yeah, I'm way behind on the chat. Sorry, I'll try to catch up. Yeah, that's true. They 100% need people that know sports doing these games to guarantee that is not a requirement. Yeah, yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Anxious generation. Jonathan Haidt or Haid, H-A-I-D-T. I could, but I'm close to getting my teaching certificate. I'm going my last. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that was an unbelievable game, actually. I know. Yeah, Fowler's a rookie. I'm super impressed with him. I think he's the future goalie. I would ride him in the playoffs. I don't know how much I trust Dobish or who's their other one? But Dobish or Montebo. More important, French. Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're always tricky about French players over. Yep, I hear you. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Thank you for being here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if he's out of the net. Gotcha with playing it. Isildur, how's it going? Sorry if I didn't say hello earlier. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, I think I caught up on the chat. Thanks, everybody. I do appreciate it. I think, we'll give you the 3 stars, and I think that'll be it. Fowler, nice. They gave Fowler the first star. Well deserved. He had 33 saves on 35 shots. Batherson had 2 goals. Okay, makes sense. And then Demidov for the game winner. He also had an assist, too. All right, that makes sense. I have no argument with that 3-star lineup. Oh, thank you, CBK. Thank everybody in the chat as well. All right, I think that's going to do it. I will be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Peacock, Providence, St. John's, Big East basketball. Doubleheader tomorrow night in the NHL. They have a normal or more normal schedule. We're going Capitals, Sabres. Again, Bruins games don't do squat. Sharks don't really either. Leafs are a little tough. Ducks I don't really like. Wings and Lightning games, yeah, neither do well. I'm sick of the Panthers. They're not good anyways. Blue Jackets, not bad, but Devils games they're okay. Flames, but this has 2 decent teams, and I'm getting a good following with the Sabres. Hurricanes are another one. Hurricanes games don't do well either for me. Oilers Stars isn't until 7. Otherwise, I would do it. Trying to do the double header, and we decided to do. I don't really want to do Kraken, but we'll give the Avalanche a shot. Because I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should have done Penguins Golden Knights instead, but I'm kind of sick of the Golden Knights, to be honest. Canucks are bad. Predators games don't do anything either. All right, and then after that, it's a light schedule on Friday. Decided to do Kings Islanders over Oilers Blues. Blues are bad. Less availability, too, because that game's available on Hulu. Saturday, spending time with the Suns, so just went with Sharks, Canadiens, keep the Canadiens audience. Kings, pardon the whistle. Yeah, I don't get the Sabres that night. It's an NHL Network game, so that's why I'm not doing the Sabres. Kings, Devils. I've kind of given up on the Kings. Again, although the Sharks, Canadiens should be interesting. Then Ducks, Canadiens Sunday. Yeah, the 9 o'clock games weren't great. I'll get blacked out of Blackhawks Golden Knights anyways, local blackout, and I really don't want to do Kraken Canucks. So just the solo game at 6. Sunday night, we're going to do Ducks Canadiens. Figure that was the best matchup. I don't get Leafs Wild. That one wouldn't be bad. No chance for a doubleheader. Didn't want to do Panthers Kraken or Predators Oilers. Could have done Sharks Senators and then the 7, but I suppose I should do the Oilers, but the Predators I can't. I like to see Stamkos, but they don't do anything. The numbers are terrible. And then, yeah, we will have the Penguins because it's the only late game Monday, 8:45 against the Avalanche. Skipping Bruins Devils, and we're going to do Kings Rangers instead. These Wings games don't do anything. All right, that's the next 5 days, March 12th through the 16th. We'll look at the tournament, look at adding the daytime college basketball. I'm still going to do hockey in primetime, I think. Appreciate you, Dan. Thanks for being here. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all for watching. This is Sinbin Stream signing out. hope you have a great, what day is it going to be? Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday as well. Hope to see you in the next one, if not soon after. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. And have a great evening and bye-bye. Good night and goodbye.